Hello everybody, my name is Gongomaster and welcome back to another Pokemon movie review here on the channel. Today folks, I have some guests with me. Trayman 1.
Yo! What's up?
And Alola Izzy.
Hola.
Yeah, we're here to finally back and I apologize for so much time. We're finally here to discuss more movies here. And what better way than to start with the second Pokemon movie, Pokemon the Movie 2000.
The power of us.
Yay.
Power of one, you
Wait.
idiot.
Not me?
We'll talk about Power of Us in another time. But anyways, Power of
Oh.
One, the Power of One.
Wait, are we live? I don't see the stream.
I'm not streaming, Trey.
No,
This is
no, no.
recorded.
Oh!
I said recording.
My bad.
No, you know this. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this.
Okay.
Just because I think it's gonna be funny, because it'll be funny, because like Trey was an idiot. It was a stream. Oh god, Trey thought it was an idiot and thought we were streaming.
Ooh.
You guys don't mind it's recorded though, right? Alright, good.
No.
Okay, I mean, I would have started. I would have ready if you. Anyways, movie 2000. The second Pokemon movie and also this is the second Pokemon movie, which much like the first movie got a worldwide theater release back in the 2000 here in America. And before we go ahead and start with the summary, I want to hear you guys' experience of when you guys first watched 2000. So we're gonna start with Trey, and then we're going with a little easy. So Trey, your thoughts on your first impression on movie 2000 when you saw it for the first time?
My first time watching 2000 was last week. Well, I don't know. I think I watched it once a long time ago. But I just didn't remember it. So when we rewatched it last week, there was a lot of stuff I was like, wait, did I see this? So, yeah, it was good though.
Alright.
Lugia, the Lugia in this movie had a much better role than Lugia in Power of Us.
Anyway, Lola Izzy.
Watched about a year ago. I thought it was okay, like pretty decent, but like Power of Us better.
Alright, that's with me though. Along with the first movie, this is actually nostalgic to me because I remember as a kid, similar to a bunch of other movies like movie 3, 4, and 5. I actually rented this movie from a local video store near my house. So I'm gonna check what that noise is. You guys talk. Well, actually, no, hang on. I know what to do. Now, alright. Sorry about that, folks. I had to check what was that noise. So we're good. Movie 2000. And only enough though. Going back though, I did rent this movie in a local video store. However, that was not my very first time watching 2000. I watched movie 2000 when one day when me and my parents went over to my cousin's house, and his family had movie 2000. Here's the thing though, it was in Spanish. So I'm here sitting here going on like, what am I watching again? Oh yeah, Pokemon, but Spanish version. So it was funny because like I didn't watch the full movie because by the time we got to I think it's when Ash had to run off to the islands. That's when my parents said we got to go. So I never got a chance to finish the Spanish version. And that's when my video show came in. So yeah, this is one of the nostalgic movies to me personally. Mostly because 4Kids and the greatness herself, Brian Taylor, was in the movie. So, without any further delays though, I think I can go ahead and start with the summary. You guys all set?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so movie 2000. Timeline though. This movie I would say this movie takes place between long story short, this takes place after the episode Charizard Chills. The reason I say this is because in the movie, Charizard actually listens to Ash, which is rare at the time because this is Charizard we're talking about.
Yeah.
However, this is before Ash took on the Orange Islands because in the ending of the movie, Og and Delia come check on Ash, and I always found it odd. It would be weird if like he finished the Orange Islands but just didn't took a ride back home with them. Because essentially like you're done with the Orange Islands, go home with them.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's what I like to think. Anyways, movie 2000. The movie basically kicks things off with Lawrence the Third. Yeah, that's his name. Which, fun fact, the movie never calls him by his name. It's you gotta dig deep. You gotta look at the box covers to learn his name. But anyways, Lonzador is a collecto, and he basically his whole goal is to get all 3 legendary birds so he can get the Beast of the Sea. The Beast of the Sea. The Beast of the. I'm wasting my time. Anyways. Ange and his friends are basically heading off to explore some islands nearby. However, due to a massive storm, they get shipwrecked by an island that's about to have a Chosen One's festival, and they get excited because Ash is a Pokemon trainer. Fun fact: in the original version, anyone could have been the Chosen One, even Tracy. Yeah, because in the 4Kids edition, they talk about the prophecy. Well, like this is one line, and it says, "When the world shall turn to ash," and everyone assumes the world will be over, but they mean Ash. Well, the original one, I forgot what it said, but it basically, yeah, anyone could have been the Chosen One, even Tracy.
Wow.
Even Tracy could have been the Chosen One.
Even Tracy.
Tracy saving the world.
Oh wow.
Anyways, though, while they're on the island, though, they actually meet up with a girl named as Melanie, and she is basically here to fuel on poke shipping because she kisses Ash. Misty gets all jealous, and Damon gets called if Misty's Ash's girlfriend. She denies it, blushes, and eats a banana.
Let's not forget how mad Pikachu was this whole movie.
I'm not pointing that out. That's a minor. That's an inconvenient detail.
That was very good.
Actually, no, that's a good point, actually, though. During the entire movie, Pikachu always had this serious face. And actually goes on to my other thing. Back home, the world is basically shifting climates, because, like, there'll be moments where, like, it's raining, snowing, but the Pokemon basically freaking out, because they're tone with nature. However, Angelots don't know about this, because they're in the middle of the crossfire. Anyways, Ash and Pikachu head off to do his prophecy, do the whole like ritual where he has to go around to each island to get the stones, to get each of the stones: Thunderstone, Lightning Stone, and Ice Stone. Firestone, Lightning Stone.
Twice?
Yeah, I said it twice. It was the Firestone, Lightning Stone, and the Ice Stone. I said Thunder and Lightning at the same time. Forgive me.
Pikachu's not trying to evolve, folks.
He's not trying to evolve. It's part of the prophecy. Anyways, once they head off to one of the first few islands, this is where they meet up with Team Rocket, and what I guarantee you is the best breaking the fourth wall in 4Kids joke ever.
Wait. We also got to mention Brock appears.
Again, minor Trey. I'm not going to detail, but I know we'll be here for days. Anyways, what ends up happening though is that once they arrive on Lightning Island first and get the Lightning Stone, Zapdos it wasn't. Oh wait, it was Firestone. It was the Firestone because I remember Moltres got captured in the movie, and Zapdos flew in because saying like, "Yo, this is my property." Fun fact: Pikachu and Zapdos talk by lightning bolts. I don't get it either, but they wind up getting captured by Lawrence the Third, and he basically sees what his whole purpose is, to get all 3 of the Pokemon and get the Beast of the Sea. Huh, what have I heard this for? Oh yeah, never mind. Misty points out how cool that is, even though, isn't that what we do all the time in Pokemon games?
Mm-hmm. It's literally their job.
Yeah, that's literally their job. Although, I will point out, Lawrence the Third is an idiot for letting them out of the cage with the birds. Anyways, knowing all this though, the world is starting to feel the full effect with knowing the fact that 2 of the legendary birds have been captured. I actually like this scene a lot because it shows that all the Pokemon are in tune with nature and they want to help them in any ways they can. During the crossfire though, Ash winds up having all his Pokemon to break out the birds, and everyone basically helps out, and they wind up falling down into the abyss in the snow. I don't know how they died. I don't know how did they not die from that?
I don't know.
Anyways, once I'm having Ash meets up with Slowbro and winds up saying that he needs to put all 3 of the treasures onto the platform. However, he's missing the last one, and I forgot what it was for the life of me.
It was Ash's league victory.
Shut up. Okay, I know you got the Fire Zone because they were on Moltres' island, and I know they It was one of the stones, basically. And long story short, though, all the Pokemon basically arrive at the island, and this way they learn about the prophecy, and they stay like, wait, the chosen one means Ash. Ash freaks out and actually cries a little bit, but because of his Pokemon and his friends saying they all have faith in him, Ash heads off. And once they head off, Team Rocket decides to help out Ash in any ways they can by getting him to the other island, during a 3v1 fight between the birds and the beast of the sea, Lugia. Lugia winds up appearing and has a epic brawl with the birds, but he winds up losing. God damn it. But that's not, man, that doesn't important right now, because Lugia is basically supposed to be the distraction for Ash and the others to get there. Once they get there, Ash gets a lost stone, and they head on. Once they head off, though, Lugia makes it, though, to pick up Ash and Team Rocket. And Team Rocket decides to sacrifice himself because they were too heavy for Lugia. Well, Lugia called Jessie fat.
She wasn't mad.
She wasn't mad. I did like this scene though, but anyways, Lugia winds up heading off to the Slowpoke Island. I'll call it Slowbro Island. Once again, they all head off to Slowbro Island. It gets captured by Rollins III's machines and winds up drowning along with Ash. This is when Missy jumps in, saves Ash. Ash puts the last treasure in the plate, and they play the Lugia Sin, which in either version is good.
Yep.
Any version you hear the song is beautiful. This is where we see this.
Only one version, it makes sense.
This is where we see the I forgot what this. Oh yeah, we see some weird water thing in the air, but it's supposed to show that the world's calming down. Ash's mom appears. She gets mad at Ash because he almost killed himself. Yo, kid saved us. I want this to happen in the 4Kids stuff. I want this to happen in the 4Kids stuff. I don't know why though. I just wanted to be the scene when Ash's mom gets there. She's all like, "Ash, you're a big troll, mister." But I saved the word. Yeah, but without any clean underwear. I just wanted that to happen because that was 4Kids dealy. Yeah. But regardless though, they save the world, and Delia and Oak wind up heading back home, and the movie basically ends there with Ash continuing to travel to the Orange Islands.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I went through this within 10 minutes. Give me applause.
Nope, you forgot to mention Brock.
Oh yeah, Brock made a cameo. There you go.
Hey, Jonathan. Hey.
Alright. So, as you can see, a lot has happened in this movie. And I think, where should we start out actually? Where should we start this discussion though?
Angry Pikachu?
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the let's talk about the Pokemon actually, yeah. So, how do you guys feel with like the Pokemon sensing the dangers what the humans couldn't for you actually?
It's pretty realistic to see the fact that the same thing with animals can happen, so I do like that.
Yeah, like go ahead.
Cats and some earthquake.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like animals sense when danger's about to happen, but humans don't. So it's more or less we got to rely on the animals to help us out, and I thought this was interesting. I did like though how they all took this like for jokes, because like, oh, it's just it's such a festival, like it's supposed to have fun, but Pikachu and like some other Pokemon were like freaking out because they know shit, stuff's gonna happen soon, and we don't do anything. And this is like the first few times. This is like the few times since like episode 1 where I see Pikachu disobeying Ash actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Which is so weird seeing Pikachu mad the whole movie. I was like, gosh, Pikachu smile.
At first I thought, when I first saw that scene as a kid and watching the VHS Spanish version, I always questioned myself. I was like, wait a minute, didn't actually Pikachu resolve all this by episode 1? Like I was thrown off by that because I didn't watch Pokemon as frequent as I did back then. I only caught glimpses and pieces of it. So seeing that moment just made me thought like, geez, Pikachu's a dick. And then watching this again, if you watch this movie without knowing anything about Ash and Pikachu's relationship, Pikachu would look like a dick.
Yeah, he's mad the whole movie.
He's not listening at all and all that stuff. So yeah, I did like that. I like how all the Pokemon were freaking out. I like the scene where like this is actually one of my favorite scenes though, and I always like to call this they turn to Ash scene. It's the scene where like all the Pokemon gathering at the location for Ash to get to the last island. And I like that scene. I like to tell myself this is the scene where like they're all relying on Ash, and they were there to help if they ever need it. Luke even states it. They don't know why they're here. They're just here because they feel like they're needed. And I thought that was a powerful line.
It's the power of one.
Also, I'd like to point this out. I don't know why. It's like you ever hear like that those sayings where it's like one person can't make the difference, but if we have enough people, we can.
Mm-hmm.
The 4K they have the saying, but like, it's different. Like I think like the saying is like one person can make a difference, which when you think about it, that's actually kind of true actually in like certain moments in history.
Yeah.
Like for example, Martin Luther King helped the African American people to how they are today, and he was just one person. Like he started the cause basically. So I always thought that. I always like that. I always like that because like Ash did save the world, just not on his own though. He did have help.
Yeah.
But he is the main person who like overall came on top of it. So yeah. One thing I do want to point out though. I want to point this out right now. Melanie, how do we feel about her?
Leaf 2.0.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, look at it, actually looks a lot like Leaf, in my opinion. The Pokemon game.
I bet they just borrow the design from them.
I feel like they did, but I don't know why though. I didn't like. I feel like she was just made just for shipping fuel.
Dude, that was her only purpose.
That was her only purpose. Which, by the way, you guys may notice I barely mentioned anything that Tracy did.
Yeah, Tracy was just pointless.
He was pointless.
Wait, Tracy was in the movie?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We remember watching one cameo more than anything with Tracy.
No, there was actually two. There's two. Well, okay, there's one line I like of Tracy, and there's another scene to help them out.
Really?
It's the scene. Okay, it's the scene where like Melanie and Misty are like running to go meet up with Ash, and Melanie's asking like, "So is Ash your boyfriend?" And Misty's like, "He's a boy and he's a friend, but he's not my boyfriend." And Tracy comes and is like, "You talking about me? You're talking about me?"
In her dreams.
No, we're not, Tracy. And another scene I want to point out. This scene was cut out from the 4Kids edition. It's the scene where like they were attacking the cages to get the birds out, and Tracy is doing some weird thing with his finger, and he's basically saying like, if all these attacks are doing this all at once, it will cause an explosion. But that scene was cut out for some odd reason in the dub. I don't know why though. I don't know why that scene was cut out. So we can all agree though, Tracy was useless.
Yep.
But you know, he had one thing going for him. He pulled the rope.
Congratulations.
You did it, Tracy. You helped save the world.
Well, he didn't do nothing. He was background scenery for the entire bit. It's all just filled up space.
Pretty much, like the whole you're talking about me line is literally the only line I can remember of Tracy in this movie. And that's sad. Like, realistically, that is kind of sad for Tracy, but then again, it's Tracy. Why do we care?
Yeah, fair enough.
I think we're done tracking on Tracy for now.
For now.
One thing I actually do want to ask, actually, though, how do you guys felt about both the villain and the overall plot of this movie, and compared to the first movie?
It was different. It was different.
Yeah.
This kind of the start of human villains, though.
Well, no, I like to say this movie starts the whole legendaries versus legendary world at stake.
Yeah.
Suspense moments.
Yeah.
I prefer the first movie.
And the legendaries, all legendaries can talk. Ding gag.
Oh yeah, the telepathy, whatever.
Yeah, well, this one makes sense though, because Lugia is psychic, and they do keep calling him the Beast of the Sea, which, by the way, PM 2019. Beast of the Sea is now Ash Super.
He was sexy.
And I'm set with that.
Hey, you can appear in 2 days from now.
No.
Again.
Well, to be fair, that's one. I'm going to start reviewing actually with that episode starting when it drops off.
Hey.
I didn't want to start right now because nothing much went down for you in the last episode, but we're moving. We're going to sidetrack. So for me, this movie, I still like this movie. Here's the issue, though. The villains' motives are just so vague.
When he lets the arrow tree, is he really a villain?
Yeah.
I like the fact that Lawrence started out the whole thing with a Mew card, like the actual Mew card you get in the first movie when you go watch it. Back then,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. But it's just like this. Like, aren't you supposed to be the bad guy? Aren't you supposed to stop them?
Nope. He left the tree.
Which, by the way, he actually escapes. Because in the end of the movie, we actually see him. Like pick up his Mew card, and I'm guessing that's supposed to sign. Did you guys think they were like thinking like, oh, he might make a good sequel villain?
I think he was connected, and then they just scrapped him.
You think we're supposed to?
Because I actually remember I saw a Japanese trailer for movie 3, and movie 3 was so different than how it used to be. Mewtwo was supposed to be in movie 3, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there was a volcano and all that stuff. Like Mewtwo was like on the edge, and like it was so weird. It was clear movie 3 had an original plot than the one they went with, which we will talk about next time.
Alright.
Was like Lawrence the Third. Lawrence the Third to me is just he's the most. There's not much going for you other than just, oh, I'm a collector and I want to collect things, which ideally that's not really.
Let's go.
That's not really.
Yeah, he's literally go.
You go.
Which, okay, I get the idea. This was more like what is the things he's collecting that's screwing things up.
Yeah.
Like the things.
How's Cage is different from Pokeballs?
Yeah, there's like still there's like these are your treasures. Why are you letting these kids going after them? Why aren't you stopping them? And also, if you collect a Pokemon, shouldn't you have like these real Pokemon with you to help you out? Because like I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like this guy probably has some like powerful Pokemon. Would explain why he's a collector. I'm not saying like he should have Mewtwo or Mew. I'm just saying like he should have like Dragonite or like some rare Pokemon that's hard to find.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, man. Like Lawrence the Third overall is just he's just basic for if that's the best term and anything else. He's just basic. And as for the plot of the movie, though, this thing starts the whole legendaries have to fight for the fate of the world tropes. But I feel like this was barely than like the other ones we get in later movies.
That's fair.
Because this one,
Yeah, much better.
yeah, because this one thing I like in this movie, I like how in the 4Kids version, Ash is the one to save the world. Which, main hero saves the world like I said, it's a generic plot, but this is the first time, and I like that scene where Ash is all like, whoa, guys, training Pokemon is hard enough, but saving the whole world? I like that scene because this is the first time Ash is put into a situation like this. Where it's like he's forced to do this.
This is the original Ash.
Yeah, this is OG Ash. This is 4Kids Ash. The same Ash that lost because Charles didn't listen.
Yeah.
Was like I like this because compared
And
to
all his gym badges out of pity.
because compared to this from the first movie, Ash chose to stand up against Mewtwo. He chose to stand up against Mewtwo. Here is like the world. You are chosen to save the world. You didn't choose to save the world. The world chose you to save it.
Yeah.
In 4Kids version.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing... Also, I don't know with me being biased towards Veronica Taylor, but this is probably one of her best work ever. Like, this is downright one of her greatest works of Ash.
Yeah.
Because I remember the scene. The scene's all like, okay, before I talk about one scene, I like the scene where, like, they're all like let me explain. Ash makes this one line, right now I wish my mom named me Bob instead of Ash. I don't know why I love that line. Because, like, that goes from, like, he's afraid that he may screw up. He's afraid that he may cause the end of the world if he doesn't do it right. He even cry because he does his line was like, okay, I'll do it, but what if I? Like he's about to cry, and I thought that was a powerful scene. And as a kid, you don't pay attention to the voice actors, obviously not, but I can tell that Ash he was afraid. It makes sense because this is the first time Ash is put into a situation like this. Was like nowadays Ash is like doing all this crazy stuff, but we gotta remind ourselves this is where it begun. This is where it begun.
And technically, he still keeps that trait of not wanting to screw up the whole world. Because remember, in Pocket Monsters Universe, so where he's like, Ash, press the button. He's like, don't blame me if things go wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's still his trait. You know, he is
still
a lot braver now, and he's a lot braver. He's willing to do stuff, but he still doesn't want to be the cause of.
He doesn't want to cause the conflict any worse.
Yeah.
Also, I love the scene where Ash is all like serious. He's always like saying like, "Yeah, I'm the chosen one," and the next scene is like, "Right now, I feel more like the frozen one." Maybe they got the wrong Ash. I just love that line so much.
Yeah. I love how the people were celebrating when he came. Also, can we talk about the infamous totem theme scene?
Oh my goodness. Hang on, we gotta pause real quick. Zooms down. Alright.
The scene where Ash and the others are in the boat. Oh, wait, the way that boat landed so perfectly. It could fly and everything else. Like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, the flying boats.
Yeah.
The flying boats. They never make any sense, do they?
Nope. I bet you the totem theme would have played during that scene.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would say like the tone thing will probably. Yeah, they'll probably play like a few times with like the boat scenes.
Yeah.
Because even though the tone theme is not my favorite theme, it does still fit for like danger. It's about to happen.
Yep.
Because it just has that thing, and I think it works because like the tone Pokemon's are obviously like they're dangerous because like and essentially you're invading their territory. They're gonna fight back.
Heck yeah. Or even when they played in the first yeah, like in the anime, like Hawk was lost control. You know, it was a sense of emergency. Like, oh shoot!
Like
this is the first time that
something plays normally when like something dangerous is about to happen or something massive is about to go down. And I think that's their idea. And, but going back though, yeah, I mean, in terms of like the voice acting cast though, I don't think this is like one of the final works in terms of like the earlier days.
The last
they were pretty good.
Was it?
Like I would say like in terms of like the voices and I say this is like one of their best in the dub.
Yeah. Especially from the 4Kids era.
Yeah, that the good back then when they can make funny jokes without doing terrible expressions.
So who's all looking forward to in 2 years from now when we get Pokemon movie 2000 Evolution?
If anything, I'll bet
that's just too real.
That's a dumb title, Trey. It would be more. Man, if I gotta guess, it would probably like Pokemon the movie. I forgot what it called. I forgot what it was called in the original version.
I forgot too.
Because it's not called the Power of One. It's called something else.
Yeah.
But like anyway, I think they'll probably call it like the Power of One Reburst or something like that.
Is it one story? Because the new one's every one story.
Yeah, might be.
It might be Pokemon the movie one story or something like that.
I don't know, but regardless though, okay, I think one thing I think we need to point out, and this is big. This is like one of the more important stuff I want to point out in this in the movie. The Slowbro.
Oh yeah. It's such an important role in this movie.
I could use pants.
In the alternate universe, he gets a cameo in I Choose You. Doesn't even appear in the Power of Us.
When you suddenly think about it, a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon actually appear in this movie.
That is true.
Like we
yeah.
see Slowbro, Logia, Sogopi. Give me a minute.